And obviously you're I think you're the highest rated player in the class to come in this year. Does that at all affect the way that you view your prospects to play early in your career? How do you view your own expectations entering, and what you want to achieve for yourself?
I think everybody kind of pays attention to the rankings that's here, but at this point it really doesn't matter because you beat number one recruit in the country. You come here, play horrible, you won't even touch the field. So like I said, it's all about giving 110%. Jair, I feel like he's very underrated. One of the best corners in the country. Doesn't really show that in the rankings. Same thing with Caden Curry. Rankings really good.
CJ, you were recruited by certain coaches. They're not here anymore. How did you take that? What do you think of Jim Knowles so far? Just kind of that whole change. How did that affect you? How did you do that?
It was hard a little bit because before Coach Washington did leave, we all had a linebackers meeting and he was talking about how we're going to shock the country. Show everybody who Ohio State linebackers are. And the next day, we were he's gone. I'm kind of hurt because he's got a recruitment for 2 years. But I understand that it is a business, and Ohio State's going to replace good coaches with good coaches too. So Coach Knowles has been doing a good job, and all those new defensive coaches have been doing a good job too.
Do you have any feel for him yet?
Yeah, he's cool. He's a little mellow, but he's cool.
Have you kind of looked at how you might fit in some of the tweaks that are probably going to make to the defense?
Yeah, they said that they still want me at the real spot. They have the leader roaming around the defensive line. They want me at the real spot. For sure.
How would you describe yourself as a player?
A guy who always gives 110% as long as he can. But sweating tears, leave it out on the field, always team player. If I got to block, I'll block. If I got to be a distraction, I'll be a distraction. It doesn't matter what it is. I just want to see my team succeed.
Did you and Gabe early on were guys that were pledging to this class at a position of need at Ohio State? How much of the discussion has that been among you all early, understanding that they need you guys, and how that potentially motivates, excites, gets you going early in your career?
For me and Gabe, that's my roommate as well. But we kind of talk about that sometimes. Just coming in here, shocking the world. Always giving 110% like I keep saying. Just leaving it out all on the field. Trying to learn defense. It is a lot much more than high school defense. It's more complex, but we're ready for it for sure.
CJ, a lot of freshmen played last year. Did you guys take notice of that as a class? Like there's
Yeah, but we understand that once we come in, that nothing's promised to us. So it's all about work and how hard you're doing it and how hard. Because it's not just the football aspect, it's activities as well. So, you gotta handle things on and off the field. Just watching film because, like I said, giving 100% on the field, paying attention in class, making sure you're going to the team.
Were you kind of like doing guys like Denzel Bird played, started like right away with him?
Yeah, I talk to Denzel and Trey a lot, just to feel how it affected them, their mindset. I also talk to
You keep referencing this shock to the world for the linebacker unit there. What's the mood like that you sense for 2 or 3 weeks of being in that damaged pride or whatever, and trying to come back, bounce back from the last couple of years? What's it been like in there? What are the conversations like?
All the linebackers love each other, that's for sure. But all the linebackers also want to see each other succeed. Right now, I'm working with Tommy Ackerley, that's my partner in the weight room. Man, it's crazy. But it gets you right. He's teaching me how to be a Ohio State linebacker. So I have to be an audio guy for a second. We all love each other, that's for sure. We all successful.
I think these workouts tend to be a little workout confidence for the freshmen who come in and not used to the intensity. What was it like for you?
It really wasn't that bad for me because my cousin Rob Lane was shooting here, and inside committee who what do you call it, once in the summer, before my junior year, after my junior year.
Sorry, Dan.
So, some of the stuff I'm familiar with, but the tempo, that's really all that's different.
What's the relationship? What's the relationship?
Oh, me and Boopy,
Yeah.
that's my cousin.
Okay. How's he doing?
He's good, trying to figure out what he wants to do. He still wants to make it to the league, but I talked to him a little bit. So.
Okay. How are you related?
His mom is my dad's sister.
How much of an advantage does that give you? At least you have somebody who can tell you what to expect and has been through it.
Yeah, he just keeps telling me to get my mind right, make sure I come in and stay focused, and not try to slack or anything like that.
Did I hear you right? Did you mention that Leo position when you were talking about what you've been playing so far?
No, that's I mentioned that he wants me at the Will spot, and the Leo spot is going to be roaming around. I think that's what Caden Curry is going to be playing.
Okay. Well, what is kind of, as an athlete, what do you feel like is the most important thing you have to accomplish this winter heading into the spring?
Learning the playbook, because I feel like if I learn the playbook and I keep doing what I'm doing in the weight room, and eventually once we get on the field, then I will show that I am capable of playing. So.
CJ, what's just the reality of being an Ohio State football player so far compared to your expectations coming in?
It's still kind of crazy that I am here, because a couple months ago I was still in high school. But, yeah, the expectations really haven't changed for me, because once I was in high school, I still had I still have the same mindset that I had back then, was to just come in and just work. Because I know a lot of people feel like I have a target on my back a little bit, but I got to work for sure.
Has there been anything that's been particularly eye-opening about your first month here?
Not really, because I've been up here a lot. I feel like I came to every home game, chill with a lot of players, so I'm kind of already familiar with everybody.
CJ, obviously you were a big part in kind of developing this class, bringing in, recruiting guys once you were yourself recruited. And I'm curious, now that you've been around like a group of them, a part of the same team, living together, things like that. I mean, are the guys around you what you expected them to be? Is it why you recruited them to come to Ohio State, or what has that been like actually as an earlier enrollee?
Well, it really wasn't just me recruiting them. That's another reason why. Like the Captain Buckeye thing is cool, I like it, but it's not all just me. It's the coaches, it's the players, it's their decision. I make sure that the recruits know that it's their decision. I'm not going to force them to come to Ohio State. But yeah, everybody here it's the same thing, because we talk over social media. We have our own little group chat, but everybody's still the same.
Yeah, I know you locked in like that early. Have you had any level of a relationship with Coach Knowles before you got hired here?
No, I actually I paid attention to their defense a lot though, because I seen they kept crawling higher and higher in the rankings. So I watched their game against Baylor, and I think they lost, but I paid attention to it for sure. And kind of crazy not the week after, but a couple weeks after, ended up taking the DC job at Ohio State.
So early first impressions. I know you haven't been around too much. Early first impressions.
Well, just looking at the defense, he likes getting after the quarterback. Excuse me. But I paid attention to the numbers while he was at Ohio State, but Oklahoma State. And every year he was there, they got better in every category. So I like that for sure. Him as a coach, he's a great guy. Me and him went to Sonny's game a couple weeks ago. Just chopping up with him and chopping up with Sonny's dad, because Sonny's dad went here and was a linebacker, so everything. He's a good guy.
You mentioned the Captain Buckeye thing. Is that a pressure that you want? Is that something that you kind of, I don't know, how do you respond to that? Because it seems like there's a lot of pressure associated with it already calling you, say, a Buckeye or a captain and this leader of a class. I mean, does that stress you out? Is that a pressure that you kind of want coming into your freshman year here, or what? How do you respond?
It really doesn't affect me, because to me it's just a nickname, but I understand that to Ohio State it means a lot much more than that. And with the pressure thing, pressure makes diamonds. So that's all I'm worried about.
There's only two linebackers.